Hey everyone, Crash from Crash Customs, Lake Havasu, Arizona, and today we got a pretty easy project I thought I'd show you. Just shaving and welding up some emblem holes on a 73 ElCamino fender. So trim holes, and I believe these were an emblem, and like a lower rocker trim piece is getting shaved. So those holes, and it's got a couple dents in it, creases. You can see there's a little ding here, but a pretty heavy crease right there. You can see in the shadows. It ain't pretty. And there's another one up here. This one's pretty heavy too. Pretty heavy. And the bottom is tweaked also. So it ain't all that complicated if you take your time with the welder, low settings, and air hose it to keep it cool after a couple tacks. First things we gotta do is grind this paint off and get down to bare metal for the spots that we're welding, and we need a bare metal spot for the clamp of the welder right there. So we'll get into that. You don't need much. Grinder for grinding the welds down smooth. I like to hit the welds, the high spots, with this diamond disc, and then finish it off with the flap disc or this other disc. That disc is pretty grungy, but it still cuts. So we'll get into it. All right, spots are cleaned up, paint removed. I like to hit the spots with the welder at an angle. Zap, 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 air hose it off. Zap, 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 air hose it off until the holes are filled. So that will be the next step. The first spot welds are down. Looks solid. Looks like no pinholes. We'll grind them down flush and then check again, see if any pinholes develop. This is not structural, so have your settings as low as possible on your welder. My arc volts is at like just past D, and wire speed almost at 4 on the Lincoln SP125 NASCAR edition. Yeah, NASCAR edition. We do everything fast here. No, not really. So that's the plan. I'll grind them down now, check them again for pinholes if I need any touch-up welds, but it all feels Super smooth, no warp. Just take it slow, air hose it, and go from there. Not everybody can weld sheet metal. You gotta have the temps nice and low. Pretty good first session. A lot of these are done. I hit it with some 80 to make it look pretty for you, but like this one, that needs a little, let me put the light on it. You can see that it was built up too much. You don't want to build up the weld too much. Sometimes it's best just to hit the brakes, grind it down, see where you're at. But really, it really just, sometimes you can put the light on the backside, check for pinholes, nothing on that one. So it looks like only maybe 2 of these need to be touched up again. You can see that one. Not bad, take your time, keep it cool. And if you notice, I was skipping around with the grinder also, because you grind in one spot too long, that's going to heat the metal up and warp it also. So just skip around. If you only got one spot to grind, keep the air hose in one hand like I did with the welder. That is it, really. Weld it up. Smooth. You'll probably put super light filler on there. Probably disappear with a couple coats of feather fill. I'd probably hit them with the sandblaster a little bit just to clean out the few little crevices that are there. But we're just welding them up, and the owner is going to do the body work himself. So next we'll play with these dents. There's a brace on the back side here that's going to be in our way. But they make tools for that. Stud guns. We're going to fix the easiest one first, I think. I think it's the easiest one. Big crease right there. You can really see that when the light hits it. And there's some dings on the bottom here, quite a few. And when it creased, it wrinkled this lip. That's super easy. We'll do that first. And then we'll push the metal back where it needs to go. Close there. Curved dolly. This is supposed to be curved. don't want to just go straight up and down. You want to hit it and kind of drag the metal in the direction you want it to go. You can hear the pitch of the hammer and the dolly changing. The higher pitch is direct contact. Pretty close right there. Still more here and here. All right, let me show you where we're at. When I was hammering on this, I did not realize that the camera shut off. It said it overheated, which seems pretty odd because it's only like 70 degrees out. So that should be fun when it gets warmer. Let me show you here. Pretty smooth. Most of the crease is gone. Dings are gone. Contour is back and correct. It's not 100. I'd say it's 85, 90. So it will need a very small amount of filler, which is fine. Yeah, it won't need much at all. Grind this old paint off, 2 different colors, and put a light skim on it and block it out. These holes are also ready for a very small amount of filler. Really, these, you could probably blast some feather fill on it, block that, and you'd be straight and right. I still have this crease down here and this little ding. And when you're feeling around on a car, you really want to use like the center part of your palm where your fingers meet. That's where you actually feel the smoothness or the dents and the dings. You don't feel it with your fingertips or the backside here. Last repair I got to make on the fender. Bring out that ding, bring down this crease, and we're going to bring this out with a stud gun. It's pretty cool if you don't know what they are. You weld these little studs on. It's just electric. Basically these. Then you can put a slide hammer on it, tap out the dent. I also have the fender ratchet strapped to the table, so when I pull the dent, it ain't gonna move on me. Right on. That little ding is out. Nice. I'm going to use that stud and pull on the stud and hammer around it. Because there's a brace on the back side you can't get to. Pretty close. This just grinds that off. Work it a little bit more. That brace on the backside kind of limits what I can do, but should be able to slide that between there for a little finished work. That is that. There was this little crease down here. That is like gone. Some heavy feather fill. That ding is out. Nice. Feels pretty good. Won't need much to get it ready for paint. Spend more time taking the old paint off than putting the new on. All right, let me know in the comments what you guys think. Pretty easy repair and modification, really. If you guys are interested in more how-tos, let me know. Let me know what you want to see. Maybe I could give you some info and make your project a little bit easier.
Let Crash know in the comments if you have any content suggestions. Please like, comment and subscribe. We really do appreciate it. Thank you.